All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Aljamain Sterling targets Diego Lopes as his next opponent. Sterling was supposed to face Movsar Evloev in a pivotal featherweight matchup at UFC 307 on October 5th. However, earlier this month, Sterling suffered an injury in training that forced him out of the fight. Now, in an interview with the Schmo, Aljo said that Movsar may not be an option anymore and that he already has his sights set on another possible opponent, saying, maybe Diego Lopes, maybe that will be a battle for the third ranking. I think Diego rising to stardom, his rise in the sport in the UFC has been huge and nothing short of inspiring, to be honest. I'm happy for the guy. If we're talking the next best fight, if Movsar declines, I just don't know who else he would fight. But if you give me the option, I always wanted Brian Ortega so I could get the closest spot to the top, and now that the next closest guy is Diego Lopes, that's all it is. It has nothing to do with what this guy did, it's the name value, what it gets me, risk versus reward. If I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, that's the guy I'd risk it for. Lopes recently picked up the biggest win of his career, earning a unanimous decision victory over Ortega at UFC 306 earlier this month. What do you guys think of this potential matchup? Would you like to see Sterling vs. Lopes? Let us know in the comments below. Brendan Allen says he didn't fight Marvin Vettori at the casino. Last month, during the PFL 8 2024 playoffs, Vettori and a man who looked like Brendan Allen were caught on camera trading blows. The video shows an arsenal of shots being thrown at Vettori. When Vettori tried to return fire, the ball was broken up and security de-escalated the situation. Now, over a month later, in an interview with MMA Today, Allen smiled, saying it wasn't him in the clip, but he did share what he had heard about the quote-unquote good-looking guy in the video and the entire situation.
There was some dude just a few months ago, there was some dude here in Hollywood, Florida that was running around that looked just like you. It wasn't you though, but he looked just like you.
Wasn't me, bro.
I know, and he got into a fight with Marvin Vettori at the casino, yeah. And he looked like you, but I know it wasn't you. But he got into a fight with Marvin Vettori, and I just wanted to, see if you heard anything about that or that guy that did that.
He's a good-looking guy. That's all I know.
That's what I heard. I heard he looked just like you, though, bro. But
did he do well? Did you find that he did well in whatever happened?
Man, I just saw the same videos you guys saw. I was with Jared Mearshart playing with him and his son on a game console, but I just saw the same videos. Yeah. I heard Marvin got hit up on at the hard.
Do you know what Marvin did to entice that guy to do that?
I heard he started it. He was running around acting a fool, cussing, trying to hit other people.
Hey man,
that's what I heard.
Alexander Volkov is out for UFC 308. Earlier this week, rumors began spreading about an injury to Alexander Volkov. While there was silence from the heavyweight at first, that is now over. Earlier today, Volkov took to Instagram confirming that he is injured and announcing that he will be unable to compete for his scheduled fight against CIRYL GANE. According to reports, the bout will be pushed to December 7th in Las Vegas for UFC 310.
Всем привет! Вынужден вам сообщить, что мой поединок 26 октября в Абу-Даби не состоится в связи с полученной мной травмой. 2 недели назад я надорвал связки колена, и темп восстановления не позволяет мне полноценно закончить тренировочный лагерь и провести поединок. Планирую вернуться в строй, принять следующий бой так быстро, как это будет возможно, поэтому следите за новостями, и спасибо вам за поддержку и понимание в этой непростой для меня ситуации.
Michael Chandler points out Arman Tsarukyan's hypocrisy. As Chandler shifts his attention to Charles Oliveira, Tsarukyan is left awaiting his opportunity for a shot at lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. Although it doesn't look like that will happen anytime soon, as Makhachev sustained a hand injury after his victory over Dustin Poirier at UFC 302, delaying his next fight. Tsarukyan has not fought since his win over Oliveira at UFC 300 and recently explained the depths that he's willing to go to in order to get the title shot, even if that means waiting until Islam is healed up, which is expected to be early 2025. In the meantime, Arman has taken multiple jabs at Chandler for standing by on the McGregor fight, stating, "Hey Mike Chandler, if you think the fight with Conor is still happening, you are as dumb as your fight IQ. I don't expect you to understand, Mike. We're not on the same level. I'm here to be the champ. You're just waiting for a paycheck. I also don't understand why you waited for the Conor fight for 2 years. you could have lost 4 exciting fights during that time. Chandler replied, pointing out Arman's hypocrisy, tweeting, "Wait a second, Arman. You said you'd wait another year. That would put you out for 17 months. You'd wait 17 months for a fight? Pot, meet kettle." Ilia Topuria sends a warning to Max Holloway ahead of UFC 308. In a recent interview with Spanish outlet Marca, Topuria discussed his upcoming fight with Holloway, saying that if Max does his signature move the way he did against Gaethje, pointing to the mat, signifying it's time to exchange blows, then the fight is over for Max.
Va a ser como todos. En cuanto él se plantea pelear realmente conmigo y empiece a intercambiar golpes, ahí se acaba la pelea. Nadie puede intercambiar golpes conmigo. Pero no solamente por mi poder, sino por la técnica que le aplico a cada movimiento, ¿sabes? No se me ve venir. Los cambios de ritmo que meto es algo que no están acostumbrados, ¿sabes? No están acostumbrados al juego que yo propongo. Entonces, en cuanto él se plantea pelear, en cuanto apunte el dedo hacia abajo, si lo hace desde el principio, ahí está acabado.
Dana White reveals big plans for the UFC's venture into boxing. For a long time now, Dana White has been teasing a move into the world of boxing. It's where his combat sports passion first began, before he made his way into the world of mixed martial arts. Now, Dana's ready to get his feet wet with the sport of boxing. During Tuesday's DWCS press conference, Dana explained his motivation for entering the boxing world now, rather than when he first mentioned the idea.
I have a plan, you know. I'm going to implement that plan, and we'll see how it works. You know, we'll see how this thing works. People have been talking about the demise of boxing for 30 years, and we're still here talking about boxing right now. I have always had an idea of how I thought it should be done. I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to find out. I'm coming in guns a-blazing.
Why do you think now is better than 2017?
There's a million reasons why now is. You know, if you notice with as far as boxing goes, even as much money as Sheikh Turkey is throwing into this thing, you know, television deals aren't really abundant right now. There's just a lot of things that I think I can do that other people haven't done yet.
White also revealed that he expects to bring the UFC model to boxing by having all the best fighters in one promotion.
Actually, I asked Errol Spence about this. I asked him if the boxing people would take that formula you guys have with having all the guys under one promotion. Would that be the best thing for boxing? He said yes, as long as all the right people are involved. So is that what you envision in your project, eventually one day having all the best boxers under one umbrella sort of thing?
Well, it's not like that hasn't been done before. I mean, there have been dominant promoters before that have had most of the talent locked up. But listen, I think if you asked anybody, and even if you ask yourselves, the UFC model works. It works.
I actually asked Errol.
Merab-Islam clears the air about Islam Makhachev being Russian. After his total victory over Sean O'Malley at UFC 306, Merab said that Islam Makhachev and the Nurmagomedov family are not Russians. Islam took issue with Merab's comments and said that Dagestan is a part of Russia and that Merab doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, in a talk with Jake Shields, Merab responded to Islam, clarifying his comments. You can watch the full interview on Jake Shields' YouTube channel. The link's in today's video description.
Islam or someone I saw said something about you.
Islam say, we all know the Khabib and Islam, they are from Dagestan.
Yeah.
Khamzat is from Chechnya. Mosar Evloev from Ingushetia. They are, I mean, it's not independent countries, but all different countries.
Yeah, they're not
small
exactly.
countries. They are Muslim people. They have own culture, own tradition.
Yes.
Type people, we call them Caucasian people. But now, so like I'm not gonna say occupied, but yeah, somehow the Russia take over those countries and they have to represent Russia. And I say, when somebody asks me, Umar is from Russia, that's why I said no, Umar not from Russia. He's from Dagestan. He's Caucasian, you know. And like we are friends, and they are tough people like Georgia, you know. So I said he's from Dagestan, but he just represents the Russian flag. I understand, but he's not a. But Islam say
not actually Russian, yeah.
Yeah, but Islam say no, we are part of the Russia. So I understand, you know. It's
it gets complicated.
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Instagram and was posted by UFC Snippets.
But that's simply not possible. Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard?
The second place meme was found over on IG and was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. The top pick was found over on Instagram and was posted by Daily Dose MMA. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.